Eastern coast of the United States, where we have an update on the potential longshore port workers strike we told you about earlier this week. Now it is official. The workers went on strike on Tuesday over two main issues: increasing their wages and restricting automation. As for pay, the Longshoremen's Union is demanding a $5 per hour increase in pay for each year of the next 6-year contract. As for automation, the workers want airtight language that the ports will not introduce automation or semi-automation, which could potentially put them out of jobs if the port were to decide to use automated cranes or driverless trucks to shuttle goods from container ships in place of humans. For their part, the United States Maritime Alliance, or USMX, said its latest offer would boost dock workers' wages by nearly 50%, triple employer contributions to employee retirement plans, and enhance health care coverage, while also preserving existing safeguards against automation. Now, the port strike has major potential to disrupt the economy. No dock workers means heavily imported goods, like bananas, for instance, are not shipped. That would in turn mean no profits for the companies that produce and ship them. Longshore work can be grueling, and the people working at ports are vital to getting some of the stuff we like to buy onto shelves in stores. Our Brian.
We exhaust our savings. We don't know what the next move is going to be.
A potentially damaging port strike in the U.S. has just begun. Thousands of port workers in Baltimore and at about 3 dozen other facilities along the East Coast and Gulf Coast have walked off the job.
The stakes are very high. The potential for disruption is significant.
This strike, the first at those ports in almost 50 years, could disrupt the flow of almost half the goods that come into the U.S. That could lead to shortages, then higher prices.
What's going to be in short supply?
Perishables, obviously we can't bring those in advance. So anything that's in the produce categories that comes in, bananas been talked about a lot, cherries and other fruits that come in from South America and other places, that'll be impacted right away with any stoppage.
Furniture, household goods, clothing, cars, and auto parts could also be in shorter supply and then get more expensive. But officials and retail analysts say we should not rush to stores and stockpile goods, like many did during the COVID pandemic.
We don't want to panic. The retailers and their partners in the shipping business and other importers have done everything they can to mitigate any disruption. So they've tried to bring things in. They've got inventory already here on the East Coast and near the population centers. They've got inventory rerouted to the West Coast. It'll come over by rail.
The workers from the International Longshoremen's Association feel like they've fallen way behind other sectors in wages.
The workers are asking for more wages and also are concerned about the introduction of new technology, which may replace some of them.
The industry, led by the United States Maritime Alliance, says it's offered a fair wage increase and accuses the port workers' union of negotiating in bad faith.
Corporate greed has got to go.
This stoppage comes on the heels of successful strikes by the United Auto Workers Union and UPS employees. Workers at Boeing have been on strike for more than 2 weeks.
It's a mixed picture. Overall, workers are doing and unions are doing better because the economy is better, but they're not